Hi, welcome to Karate Tournament System. Okay, here we are with your download. This should be the file you should download from the internet. The name should say Setup Karate TS, which is TS stands for Tournament System. So we're gonna work on the installation of this software, which is designed for karate tournaments. Let's see how we do this installation. Should be pretty simple. As we get the file, we double click it. Okay. Once we do this, we'll get a prompt, which we just say yes. It's just prompting you that you're going to install a new software on your computer. Once we go through that, it will give you some instructions. We go next. Here you're going to put the name of your company or your dojo. Let's start. Let's put this one KTS as just a demo, and let's put just KTS also. But here you can put your dojo name, and you can put the company. This is going to be the name that is going to show on the registration of your software, and it should be the same name that you're going to use for your license agreement. Because if not, every time we send you a license, it will not match with your software and it will not work. So in order for your licenses to work, the name you put here should be the name of the owner of the dojo or the owner of the software when it bought it. And the company or the dojo should be the name of the dojo that the software got registered under, so that they could match once we send you the activations keys, which is you're gonna need every year, or depending on what type of subscription you get. So let's go for next. Here it's telling you in the folder that it's going to store the files, which is in the root C drive, Karate Tournament System. You shouldn't change this folder because you get a lot of shortcuts and a lot of stuff done for you pointing to this directory. If you change it, you'll probably have some issues, because then you will have to do some manual configuration of some of the shortcuts and other stuff. But if you wanted to change it, you will go to browse. Like if your machine for any instance is looking for another drive, you can just go there and point it to the C drive. So we're gonna go for next. Once we do that, it's asking us if we want to proceed with the installation on this folder, and if we had any other files, like let's say we are reinstalling the software, maybe we got an upgrade, is an update of the software. So it's telling you it's going to do a backup of your old version so that you don't lose that information. Like for instance, maybe you have some students or some competitors that you register under the other version. So what you do is you leave that in the backup, and he'll do your fresh install on the root folder. And if you need any database or any other file that is in the backup file, then you could just drag it and drop it into the root of the Karate Tournament System folder. Then it's going to ask you how you want to install the software. No data or yes data. Usually we recommend to install it with data if it is a test, like if it is a demo, or you're going through the motions to learning the software, because this way you could do more practices faster. Because when you have data, you don't have to create all these competitors, all these dojos, all the information you're going to need in order to do all this running. So like for instance, if you click with data, it would just go there. We click next, and then it's going to ask you, do you want to pick a different folder? You shouldn't, because it's going to create you the links you need on the program files so that you can run your program. Then it's going to go through the motions of the installations. Once it's finished, you click done, and that's it. You get your software already registered. I mean, it's already installed, it's not registered. So we're going to go through the motions of registering it now. Okay, now we just install our software. So we're going to go for the second step, which is registering the software. Once you installed it, you'll see that it generated this icon, which is the Karate Tournament System icon, which is you could also find in your program files, but it also creates you a shortcut on your desktop. We're gonna double click the Karate Tournament System, and it's gonna ask you to log in and put your user and password. If you install the system with no data, you will receive a different Windows. You will get a Windows where it would ask you to create your first user account. It will be pretty simple. You just will put your user in, and you're gonna repeat it twice. Whatever you put as the user will automatically become your password. And then once you log into the software, you can change your password for a more secure password if that's something that you like to do. But right now, this one is installed with data. So all we got to do is type in admin, and in the password area, you can type admin too. Admin, and that would get you in the software. So in this case, my software came in straight in because I already had it installed before. So I had a license activated on my system, but I want you to see what will be the steps you will be seeing if you wouldn't have that license, or if your license expired, or if you got a new license. So if you go here to register, this little screen would be the screen that will be popping up for you. Okay, and it will not let you get into the software until you finish this step, which is just pretty simple. You will receive on your setup file your first license, and every time you get a new license, you will receive it by email, and all you have to do is search for that file through this little windows, which is, you got two options. You could just drag the file over this square area and it would automatically register the license, or you could just go to select file, and right here you get your first license. It's stored inside the Karate Tournament System in the root of the Karate Tournament System folder, and this will be your first license. And all you will have to do is just double click it, and it will give you this message, which will tell you you were successfully registered. Once you do this and you click OK, it will close everything again, and it will ask you to reopen your Karate Tournament system, and you would just go and type admin and admin. You would hit enter, and it would then automatically take you into the software. And that's it. That's all it is to it with the installation of the software. Now we're gonna have other videos, which is, I hope you follow through, and we'll start running the different scenarios of the different tournament system that you could do with this software, the different parts of the tournament you could run, starting from registrations, creating your categories, creating your different divisions, and then once you create all that data, we'll start working with the competitors and also getting done some of the tournament features where you run the competitors through your competitor scoreboard and you get everything done electronically. Hope you like it. Hope everything went right. Remember, if any additional assistance, remember to contact us through our email, and we will happily support you. Thank you for purchasing Karate Tournament System.